I was told to bring a special guest. I don't know what this first story is, but Brutus is going to join us. Brutus, come on, Brutus. Don't embarrass me on television. Come on. Good boy. Oh, there he is. Come here.
Oh, my God.
We did practice this. Brutus, come here. All right, Lisa, what you got?
It's more fun just to go around in circles.
And he's off. All right, Lisa, start reading. I'll get the dog.
That went exactly the way that we choreographed.
All right, so here's the reason why we're doing this. No, he's not. He's around this way. It's from the Washington Post, okay? It says, can having a dog help you live longer?
If you have to chase him around like this,
I see this happening to you.
It's a give and take. It's a give and take.
So here's what the science says, okay? So they provide like faithful, unconditional love, right? But it's more than that. There are studies that show that dog owners appear to live longer because of these cute little creatures right here. Because one, you have to walk them, right? So that keeps you going, keeps your heart going, anything like that. Two, you have to walk them at least twice a day. How many times does Brutus get walked?
Twice, and he gets a very long walk. We go for an hour after
You're
work.
doing this yourself? You're not paying a person to do this?
I pay someone during the day, and then I take him for an hour.
New York. Yeah. New York.
Go. Because some people just open the back door and let the dog out.
Yeah, well, it's not really an option in the city.
Right into the air shaft.
But they say it's also helping you like fight loneliness. Like you meet different people, right? Don't you have like dog friends? You have to.
Yes, you do. Actually, I have two new New York friends that I met because our dogs met in the park and hung out.
It's like a little meet cute.
I've dated a guy I met in a dog park because your dogs hang out. It is it is a very nice way to be social.
You just know the dog's name?
People. Honestly,
I always find
I can only remember the dog's name, but that's not important to embarrass me on television.
And how old is little Brutus?
Brutus, there was a loud noise, so that's why he's shaking in his sweater. Brutus is 5.
And he has a bow tie.
And he weighs 5.5 pounds.
He borrowed this from Tom Keene.
He did. He knew that we do bow ties here at Bloomberg.
Yes.
So he's got a font. Oh, I'm in the control room. Give him a font.
Brutus.
Thank you, guys.
Special correspondent, yes.
I love it. So science says Brutus is just good for you, Christina. Got to do it.
Verdict's still out.
Verdict is out.
I'll let you know.
We love him.
Good boy. What else you got, Lisa?
All right, so since this is a weekend show, we found this story, okay? Wall Street Journal, why do people tip less on the weekend?
Why do they?
That's interesting.
So the study shows, so they analyzed credit card data. That's how they found out about this. So it shows that they tip servers about 1 percentage point less on Saturdays and Sundays. That translates to about $20 a shift. The reason why, there's a few reasons. First is restaurants are busier, right? So you might get some impersonal service. So maybe they're not paying attention, bad service possibly, so you don't tip as much. The second is because people are spending money elsewhere.
I see. You're going out
afterward. So if you're going out, then you're like, maybe I don't have enough to kind of tip as much as I want to.
Or if you go to multiple venues, maybe you're like, okay, I tip the waitress the 20%, but the bartender, you're like, all right, well, I'm running out of cash. Yeah.
Especially with those $20 cocktails, $12 cocktails.
$12, yes, that's a better price.
Yes.
And also, they also say because Sunday church services, they did all the credit card downloads because you're going to church and you're donating.
You got to tithe. You got to give your money in the collection basket.
You do. So, and then they go out to eat and they're like, I might not have as much left, so that's what happens. So, I don't know.
I learned something there.
I do it the same across the board, no matter what.
It has to be so bad for me not to circle 20%. Like
really?
It has to be, it has to be noticeably bad. At a restaurant, I'm not playing this flip around the iPad because you checked out my groceries tip thing. Like the tip mission creep is a whole nother story that we can talk about. But at a restaurant,
for another time.
Brutus is a very good tipper.
Are you, Brutus?
He is. He's a good boy.
Brutus is a definite tipper. All right. Remember those high ticket prices, right?
Forgotten.
New Jersey Transit World Cup, okay? They were cut from $150 to $98. So now this is from The Athletic.
Slightly better, okay.
Slightly better, yes. New York, New Jersey World Cup host committee hires yellow school buses.
Get ready, world, for real American comfort and luxury.
Beep, beep. Okay, so they slashed the cost of the FIFA World Cup shuttle bus service.
It's not good
to
for branding America.
75%. So because they're using these yellow school buses, it's allowing them to cut the prices a little bit. So the fare for the buses, because they do have regular buses, it goes from $80, only $20.
Wow.
I will say, people in other countries, there's videos online they get so excited to see the yellow school buses because that doesn't exist elsewhere. They just take public transportation, like a double-decker bus.
Yeah.
So maybe people will be excited to ride on a yellow school bus.
Here's the secret world. They're not that great. They're uncomfortable, and now they put 3 people to a seat, and you have to wear a seatbelt.
And they have very bad shocks. I just remember like bouncing as a kid. But
here's the thing. The kids still need the school buses, so they have to kind of evaluate
them?
how. Yes,
Oh,
they have to figure out that whole thing of when you can use them because the kids are still in school at the beginning of.
This does
when-
not
I
seem
can't
like a
wait
good
to watch
plan.
these games on television.
100%. We can
In
put
my
them up.
home or in a local water.
We'll do a viewing party here. We'll put it up on the big screen, get some popcorn.
Oh, but for those of you who did buy the $80 ticket for the buses before, you will get a $60 refund.
You
So
let us know how
there
quickly
you
that
go.
comes through. I'm very curious about that.
It'll be mailed in the check in the mail.
One more? You got one more
One
for
more.
us?
Okay, so Princeton mandates exam proctors after fears of widespread
Princeton University.
AI-fueled cheating. This is in the Wall
Of
Street Journal.
course they did.
I did not realize that they don't have proctors when you take exams. This is like a
The world has
Is this one of those
long
ethics
time.
code schools where they just trust
So
each
now-
other?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
okay.
have the honor code. So
That's what I
now
meant,
you have to have a person in there as you take the exam. This is something new for Princeton because of AI, because more kids are cheating and other kids are getting tired of it and they don't want to tell on each other. So they say, you know what, have the proctor there and have the proctor do the job.
Just
of being the
mesmerized
snitch.
watching the Scantron behind
I'm
you,
having
remembering
post-traumatic
the good old days of
stress
filling in
disorder
those
from these
bubbles.
Scantron bubbles. Yeah.
But they don't do it anymore. My children take all these tests online. All
Yeah.
of the standardized tests at the end of the year are
Really?
online.
They
yes,
do?
everyone.
I do wonder if, as AI and AI cheating becomes more prevalent, they will go back to analog. I think about places I've
The blue
covered
books.
elections where they do it all by hand so that you can't have computers involved. It's going to be the same thing. Get out the blue books, get out your number 2 pencils, get those
the way
bubbles.
that Christina writes her intros for the show, by hand.
Listen, guy who made me say gimlet-eyed today in the
Gimlet-eyed.
intro we let you write.
All
Never
right.
again, never again. All right, Lisa, thank you so much.